I just want to read to you, Frozen Photog said, my congratulations to the CL team and to Mark and his team for the great presentation. So people are really enjoying this. This is a lot to take in one day. It's a lot of information. Yeah. So people have just been responding really well to this course. So I just want to say thank you to everybody out there that's been tuning in and asking all these amazing questions. We really appreciate your participation, and thanks to you guys as well for all of your great questions. I just want to remind everybody one more time about the Adorama giveaway that we have going on. Almost was at a loss for words there. So Adorama is giving away so many great prizes. I'm just going to read a couple of these off to you. They are giving away, for the first prize, they're giving away either, depending on whether you're Canon or you're Nikon, a 600 EX RT speedlight or an SB 910 speedlight if you're Nikon, as well as a 7-foot Westcott parabolic umbrella, Westcott reflector pack, and a Flashpoint Blast power pack. So that's for Canon or Nikon. Plus there's 2 runner-up prizes for the Glow 20-inch Hexapops, which you showed us earlier. So amazing prizes. Yeah. All you have to do is basically sign up. So you go to the Creative Live blog at blog.creativelive.com. The first post on the top of our blog is called Softboxes versus Umbrellas. Just read the blog post, scroll to the end, and just basically sign up. You'll see a place that you can do that, and then you'll be entered to win those prizes. And you can get triple entries if you just participate on Facebook or Twitter. So all that information is on the Creative Live blog post, so go check that out and participate. Those are incredible prizes, and we would hate for them to go to waste. Yeah. You guys don't play. So Mark, let's talk about tomorrow. Let's talk about our final day. We've completed 2 days. We have 1 more to go. So why don't we just kind of give them an overview?
We have not slowed down since we started. So tomorrow what we're going to do is we're going to continue the discussion of multiple lights. And we're going to be talking about what happens when you add 2 lights, because it's 1 + 1 doesn't equal 1. In other words, sometimes you think, well, I metered to f9 and this metered to f9, so it should be f9. That's not the case. So we're going to figure out how light behaves when it interacts, and how you can do some things like fixing nasty shadows. So we're going to actually set up a couple of lights and show what happens when shadows intersect, which is sort of fun. Because when you set up a lighting setup like this without softboxes, and I didn't do that today, you'll start getting shadows crossing all over the face, and what people tend to do is try to add more light, and it just causes more issues. And so we're going to fix all that stuff. And we're also going to talk about shooting with the studio strobe on location. So how do you overcome sync speed limitations and how you use that neutral density filter. We're going to be doing that. We're going to talk about histograms. We're going to be talking about more of the science of light, because, you know, it's fun, right, to learn that stuff. You're like, yeah, inverse square law, give me a t-shirt, it's going to be cool. So we're going to be doing more of that stuff. And then we're also going to do something that is really fun. We're going to be setting up this crazy lighting setup where we have all the lights that we brought in, and a bunch of V-flats and beauty dishes and umbrellas and softboxes. We're going to combine all of those things in this big sort of cocoon of lighting fun. And it's like Mr. Toad's Wild Ride of Light, I think is what it's going to be. And then what we'll show you is from your camera, you can turn on and off different zones. And I think with one lighting setup, I believe we're going to get about 10 different looks. And Lex is going to be on a stool, and she's not going to move. Well, she's going to move a little bit to smile here and there, but we're going to shoot everything with her in one location, turning on and off all this stuff, and you'll see that we're going to mix all the stuff we've been talking about. We're going to have specular lights, we're going to have really soft lights, we're going to have beauty dishes and softboxes, and it's going to be fun. That's tomorrow.
That sounds great. That might be a first here on Creative
Red
Live.
Bull, let's go, woohoo! Yeah.
All right, cool. Well, I have some internet love to read to you. So Bill in Columbus said, thanks, Mark, acknowledging that sometimes it's the photographer and not the technology. Yet another reason I think you are one of the best. So great job. And then Lisa Boston said, love the way you explain things. So glad you get into such detail. Finally wrapping my head around all this instead of just winging it.
Nice.
No, I know that feeling.
Yeah, definitely. And you guys, I don't know if you've been with us for this entire 2 days, but I know in the chat rooms we've heard the line, just like Lisa from Boston said, I'm finally wrapping my head around this about 25 or 30 times throughout these 2 days, because Mark is covering concepts and technologies, especially when it comes to light, that it is very difficult to kind of think about how these things work. And he's given a very approachable and thorough explanation of how these things work. So, of course, as always, this content is free during the live event, but if you have the interest, and you may have already decided that you may want to rewatch this stuff because it is extremely complicated, you can have the opportunity to purchase this workshop. You'll see right below your video player, there is a buy button. Normally this workshop, this 3 days is $149, but if you purchase before the end of the live event, you'll have just a couple more days left. It's $99. Now, what we do here at Creative Live is we break down all the videos into small segments. So you can scroll through the website, you can choose the exact content that you want to watch and learn right there on the fly. And excuse me, Mark is also giving away his PDF keynote. So that will be available with purchase only. So please consider making that investment for yourself. And with that, we will see you tomorrow with Mr. Toad's Wild Lights here at Creative Live. See you then. Thanks.